Good afternoon, Terry. All right, almost there. All right, let's get started. Hello. It is Monday, December 5th, and yes, no change just yet. I decided I am changing my hair color in the new year, so keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a fun one. Look at Bank of America. Oh my goodness, it is melting. Hello, good morning, Oleg. Good morning, Troy. Hello, Terry. All right, if you guys are just joining the live stream, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you know when we do go live. All right, let's look at this. All right, let's put our 24-hour chart up over here. Oh my goodness, look, we hit this trend line and we have pulled back down. Below 404.60, yes, thank you. That was a nice short. In fact, we dropped down below a bit earlier in the morning. So I would have moved that down here, probably around 403.80 for that next move, and boom, once we broke that, down we went. Big spike down here, bigger volume that came in, big print right there. Well, not print, but big volume, right? So where are we in relation to this volume? We're below it. Do I think that we're going to head down further? Potentially. 398. Likely down below. I think one of the big things that we really need to look at is all of the countries in relation to oil, right? I think oil and gold right now are two of the big factors that we need to pay attention with the markets. The US dollar has had the petrodollar strength from Bretton Woods back in 1944. Then the US dollar went off of the gold standard in 1971. That means we went to a Fed-backed dollar. But with the UN agreement back at Bretton Woods, we were still the valuation currency for all commodities, right? So now we are seeing that Russia has said, no, we are going to trade our oil with gold or rubles. And so are other countries that have turned to the BRICS community, the Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Saudi Arabia. So check out a bit more about that. And let's pull up the chart. I just realized I did not have the chart up here. So here we have the SPY, right? Nice short off of that. How about the Qs? Yes, 2090.50. Nice little short there. IWM. Oh, boom. Look at that. Nice. We dropped down 4 points. 2000. We are back below that trend line there. And I'm feeling a sneeze coming. Hold on. Sorry about that. So when I put this on the 3-day, we are below that trend line as well. I like to have that over here though and make this our 15-minute one. And look, we hit the 200 exponential moving average on that 3-day chart, right? I love this 3-day chart. Let's look at the Dow Jones as well. We are coming back down again as well. Pulling back, we hit the 4 EMA on that 3-day and we bounced. My nose is really tickly today. So the DXY, we dropped down and we have resurged up a bit today, testing this trend line over here. I also like to check this one out on the 3-hour. Ooh, look at that. We're hitting the 33 EMA on the 3-hour. Could be a test and further drop down to 102 over here. We're just following those trend lines right on down over here. Let's look at NIO. NIO was one of the big movers today and had a big gap up, and it gapped and went bye-bye, right? Down below 1392. It had a nice short trade down to 1260. Beautiful trade down there, right? And Baidu, a lot of the Chinese stocks were very strong this morning. Many of them retraced back down. Talked about that this morning. Said, hey, keep it on watch. Many times they do like to close the gap. The Chinese stocks do trade on the Hong Kong exchange or the Hang Seng, and they tend to have that gap fill and then bounce, right? So you could have had a nice little short trade here and then a bounce back up. And are we going to break out up above 120.50? Keep it on watch. Also, Billy today as well. Ooh, ouch. That looks painful. For those people that did not lock the profits, look, we hit the 161 EMA over here, right? And we pulled back. Still potential for this to move down to 1840 if we have that next leg down. Pinduoduo, another Chinese stock as well. Not quite in the same position after earnings. This one surged up a lot, but did have a lot of the same price action this morning. And the last one in the Chinese sector, really the whole sector, if one was moving up, they all went up, all the FXI stocks, and today they are dropping down, right? So Chinese tech stocks up as China further eases COVID-19 curve. So it looks like some people took some profits on that gap up move. Now let's look at Tesla. Seems like the Twitter files might have affected Tesla's move today. I did give it a wide range because I wanted it to either break out, have that higher probability trade to the upside or the downside. So little short trade happening here today. Could have ridden this down if you chose to trade in this sort of no trade zone. We have filled the gap down here. Are we going to move down further and see that this hits down to 182.20? Sorry, Terry, I know you love Tesla. But we could see that we come back down and test this 178.50 again. If we go below here and this does not hold, that would be my shoulder, right? For the left shoulder, head, and shoulder. If we see this fail, I think we're going to see Tesla go down further. All right, Amazon as well. Ooh, had a little move to the downside, right? 93.80 down to 91.58, 91.60. If we went below 93.80, look at that nice $2 move to the downside today. Amazon as well. Oh, I just did Amazon, excuse me. Verizon had bigger volume today as well, pre-market, and we are seeing that had a nice trade to the downside. Not quite as big as Amazon with a $2 move, but a nice 50-cent move to the downside. Also, Walmart had big volume, but not a lot of movement this morning. And we're seeing that this has started to roll over, right? Meta, let's just look at Meta's daily chart here, right? Let's look at Meta overall. So Meta, whew, look at that. High 384. Let's just do a percentage change up here, right? Here, all the way down. Oh yeah, 67%. Would you want to be in this one, holding it for that long of a time frame? Next time, if you are, you might want to get out when, hey, it breaks down below this 200 exponential moving average, right? That could be a telltale sign. How about Apple? Have we gone below it yet on Apple? Oh yeah, and we're testing it from below and we're coming back down. How about another major? Let's look at Microsoft. Microsoft, yep, we're hanging out down below that, right? So in the future, you could look at it. I know, Terry, I know, I'm sorry. In the future, you could look at this and you could say, hey, we went below. I'm not confirmed that that's a really good thing, but you might want to look at that 200 exponential moving average as a, hey, you know what? Until we actually go and hold above it, maybe I don't need to be in this, right? My opinion. This is just my opinion, not a financial advisor. So look at this. Came down. Google tested it. Boom. Sold off again. All right. It's cool when we see these moving averages and you look at it as a potential tool. Right. Let's look at, we did Amazon. Let's look at other Q holdings. Right. Facebook. That's Meta. We already did that. They're down below. Oh, yeah. Once it sold off there, bye-bye. NVIDIA, testing it now, right? This could be bigger move to the upside, or maybe this could be selling on that area there. PayPal, oh yeah, we've been down below for quite some while now, right? Comcast, same thing, down below. These are sort of tools where it's, hey, if there's enough strength to get it back up above, then yeah, okay, maybe I'll consider this, but I want to make sure that it holds that. And I would use that as my personal stop, right? If we look at these stocks, they've been in a downward trend. All right, Pepsi is up outside of the range. That one's doing well. Consumer staples, right? Broadcom is up above. Just looking at the 100 for the Qs, right? T-Mobile, communications doing well. Costco back down below. Qualcomm probably up. Nope, down below. AMZN, we'll look at it. All right, let's look at 5. All right, 5 looks like it is slowing down a bit, right? If you look at it yourself, what do you see? You see that it went and it did one of these. Up, pulled back, up. Oh, wait a second, we hit a resistance point. So it would look like, is this the 5 you're talking about? Hold on, this does not look right. You want this one, NASDAQ. So 5 below, we're testing resistance over here. If I was in this, right, I might set an alert for it to go, if it goes below 180, I would look at it. I'd say, hey, does this have crazy high volume? We're testing, when you pull it out on the weekly chart over here, you can see you're starting to get in this congestion zone, right? It was in a bit of a downward trend. It definitely broke out. We're hitting the resistance level. I might actually put a stop over here at 180, right? If I was in this and I wrote it up from 120, that's a 50% gain, right? You might see, wait a second, I'm gonna hang out. Now I wanna look also at the silver futures, right? Silver, I've been talking about silver, gold for a while now, physical assets. Silver has definitely pulled back today, but that's not any wonder in my opinion. We typically will see things go up, come back, go up, come back, right? So as long as it stays up above 2181, I'm still liking silver. It's still in that upward channel, still has more potential move to the upside with this weekly chart. Ah, thanks, Randy. With this weekly chart, I don't even know why I have this here. I'm getting rid of that, this red line. Actually, what I like better is the 3-day. So also, if we hold over here at 22, that is the 161 and 200 exponential. Looks like this would still be a point of support to test over here, right? This point of control of 2186 would be my, hey, you know what? This might be an area that I would heavily consider to check at, have an alert. I actually have an alert over here, 2210, just a heads up. Hey, let's look at this and see. Right? But it's still in that upward channel. How long has it been in a downward channel? Do we have intense upward moves in this bigger downward move that we have seen over the year? Yes. All right, let's get rid of this one. Try to clean up the chart a bit. This one, we've broken out of that. I'm gonna leave this one because that could be a future target if we go forward. Right? Maybe we're going to see this head up to 32 over here. Break out the highs and head on up to 3250 area from where we are now. 50% wouldn't be so bad, right? Probably one of, if you guys have not also heard of Bix Weir, check Bix Weir out. He does a lot of silver stock or silver supply videos out there and about the manipulation of the silver supply. So we have Bitcoin today too. Let's look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. Oh, look, it hit that 200 exponential on the weekly and it pulled back. Let's check out the 24-hour. We have been below that for quite some time now, right? And we're in an area where we're testing the 33 exponential. We could see in relation I think we just had an SEC person come out and say, you know what? Tether is a house of cards. Hold on. I'm going to show you the tweet. Here we go. From Gold Telegraph, right? So Gold Telegraph, a former SEC official, calls Tether a house of cards. Speculate accordingly. And remember the investigative thread from last year on Tether, where they were asking them for proof of the US dollars to back up the USDT. USDT is a big part of Bitcoin. So if they were to come out and say, hey, USDT, poof, yeah, house of cards held up by hot air, that we might see that Bitcoin has a bigger move to the downside. So in my opinion, I've never been a big trader of Bitcoin, nor have I liked that coin. It did open people's eyes to crypto in the crypto space, but I do not think that it's going to survive in the upcoming crypto evolution that we are going to see. Looking at what we have on the agenda for this week, nothing too much tomorrow. We do have trade balance at 8:30, not likely a big move expected. However, if we start to look forward, we just have Bank of Canada rates on Wednesday at 10 a.m. What is this music? This is awful. Hold on. This is not nice. We don't really have too many big announcements. We have unemployment claims on 8:30. That could be a little volatile for us. And let's see, 8:30 PPI. That's probably going to be a big day on the 9th. Now, when we look at BRICS members, let's see if we have the updated list of BRICS members right now. BRICS members expansion, world countries, BRICS members today. It's November 8th. All right. The members that we have today. So we have Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. I don't have anyone else that's listed. Who else has joined? BRICS and de-dollarization. This looks like good content here. Let's check this out. November 8th, right? I'm going to be checking that out as well. BRICS today. Do they have tweets coming out? Oh, look at this. Let's check this out. Oh, not my suggestion, my opinion, right? I don't want anybody to get caught up in what I personally think is not a good instrument. But everybody has their own choice, right? So I just want to make sure that that is pretty clear. Not my suggestion, my personal opinion, right? Okay, anything else that you all want to check out today? I still am personally a fan of XRP. Also, XRP has been holding fairly well if you look in comparison to the other cryptos. Also, XLM has been holding fairly well. This DXY is of concern to me. So just be aware and be forewarned of what we might see coming. Anything else that you'd like to see? I'll give you guys 20 seconds. Here we have the oil futures, hit the 33 exponential, and we are pulling back. This might be in relation to Ghana, everybody with the new oil purchased by gold. So really keep a watch on that stuff. Okay? My pleasure. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Let me bring it back over here. Have an amazing rest of your day. Carpe Profit, seize those profits one trade at a time. And I will see you again on Tuesday at noon or in the mornings at 8:15 if you'd like to join me as a member for my members live stream. Also, if you want to learn more about the dark pools, come on over to thedarkpools.com at the training pit. That's where I teach you how to use these awesome prints like these right here. And you are aware of what is to come. Also on Apple. Apple had another one. You get to see these big prints on these major